Hello, everybody. Welcome to our 5-minute daily devotionals for today. This is a series of short videos sharing some thoughts on a passage mula sa ating Moravian daily text readings. And we continue sa ating bagong libro, the book of Philippians, with a passage taken from Philippians chapter 1, verses 12 to 22. So from yesterday, we understand that Paul was giving thanks to God in prayer for the work that God has continued to do in the lives ng mga mananampalataya sa Philippi, and how Paul is declaring that God, who started the good work of the gospel in their lives, will continue to see them through and complete it in their lives. Now, we read in verses 12 to 22 how Paul looks at his work, his situation, even while he is in prison. So, in verse 12, we read, I want you to know, brothers, that what has happened to me has really served to advance the gospel. Okay? What has happened to Paul? Ano ba nangyari dito? Tandaan natin from yesterday, Paul was actually writing this letter, a letter of encouragement para sa mga mananampalataya sa Philippi, while he himself, siya mismo, nakakulong. He was in prison. And he is saying here in verse 12, ano man nangyari sa akin? Actually, is advancing the gospel. Tinataguyod yung pagpapahayag ng mabuting balita. He goes on to explain in verse 13, it has become known throughout the whole imperial guard. Hindi lang yung bantay na sa preso, pero lahat ng mga guard dun sa lugar na yon, and to all the rest that my imprisonment is for Christ. Nahayag na kaya siya nakulong ay dahil sa kanyang pananampalataya kay Kristo at sa kanyang paglilingkod sa pagpapahayag ng mabuting balita ni Jesus. Furthermore, the former, in verse 14, and most of the brothers, yung mga mananampalataya doon sa Philippi, doon sa lugar na, mga mananampalataya doon sa kanyang kinukulungan, okay, having become confident in the Lord because of my imprisonment, okay, how Paul has been very upbeat and hindi siya depressed sa kanyang pagkakulong, they themselves became confident. Ano yung sabihin, Ronald? Nakakulong pero hindi siya na-depress. Tandaan natin, Paul is a servant of Jesus Christ. What gives him pleasure is to serve the Lord. If that means na mapahayag si Jesus saan man siya naroon, ano man ang kanyang kalalagayan, malaya man o nakakulong. In this case, nakakulong siya pero nahahayag pa rin si Jesus. Una doon sa mga gwardiya, but also doon sa mga tao na naniniwala kasama ni Pablo kay Jesus. Bakit? Kasi nare-realize nila, kung ito si Pablo, ganun na lang kanyang kapayapaan, ganun na lang kanyang pagtitiwala, na kahit nakakulong siya, patuloy siyang nagtitiwala sa Jesus. Dapat tayo, ngayong malaya pa tayo, ay dapat maging confident din tayo. Kasi, yung Diyos na pinaglilingkuran ni Pablo ay nagbibigay ng kapayapaan sa kanya. Ang nagbibigay sa kanya ng kagalaan kahit na siya ay nasa kulungan. And that in turn gives them confidence to do the work of God themselves. So they are confident. In fact, they are more bold. Lalo silang matapang, lalo silang masigasig, lalo silang malakas ang loob to speak the word without fear. Tayo ba nag-iisip na, ay, nakakahiyang mag-share ng gospel nakakahiyang magkwento patungkol kay Jesus, baka ano isipin nila? Sabi mo, hindi ko kasi alam sabihin ko. Let's be honest, the only reason why we don't do what Paul did, what the Philippian believers did, is simply because natatakot tayo sa sasabihin ng tao sa atin. When in fact, we should be confident that the same God na kumikilos sa buhay ni Pablo, the same God na kumilos sa mga buhay ng mga Philippian believers, is the same God that is at work in our lives. And we can be confident that we can be bold to speak the word. Paul goes on to say, verse 15, and this is really powerful. Some indeed preach Christ from envy and rivalry, but others from goodwill. The latter do it out of love, knowing that I am put here for the defense of the gospel. May mga nagpapahayag ng mabuting balita kasi gusto lang maging sikat o maging better than the other people sa paligid nila. But Paul is saying, I do this because of my love for you, out of goodwill. And this is not for selfish ambition. This is to make known to people who Jesus Christ is. And I was referring to something powerful, but this is actually what I wanted to share to you. Verse 20. Start from 19. For I know that through our prayers and the help of the Spirit of Jesus Christ, this will turn out for my deliverance. So nagtitiwala din siya na kahit nakakulong siya, God will deliver me. As it is my eager expectation and hope that I will not be at all ashamed, but that with full courage now as always, Christ will be honored in my body, whether by life or by death. So mamamatay man siya sa kulungan, o maging malay siya para magpatuloy ng gawain ng Diyos, siya ay nagtitiwala kay Kristo. And in verse 21 here, he says, and this is where we should finish off. This is something that we should hold on to. For to me, to live is Christ. Para sa akin, ang mabuhay ay para kay Kristo. Yung buhay ko ngayon ay dapat pamuhay ko para kay Kristo. And to die is gain. Kung mamatay man ako, okay lang. Kasi magiging kapiling ko na ang Diyos. So either way, we're actually doing God's work. We're giving glory to His name. To live is Christ. Mabuhay tayo kay Kristo. Gawin natin kalooban niya. Gawin natin gusto niya. Sa pamamaraan na gusto niya, sa panahon na gusto niya. Kung kuhanin man tayo ng Diyos, mamatay man tayo, at least makakapili na natin ng Diyos. Win-win situation, kapatid. That is the power of God at work in our lives. We have a God who looks after us in this life to do God's work. But also a God who after this life, in death, would bring us into His arms forever. This is our confidence. This is our hope. Praise be to God. God bless you as you live out and powerfully follow God's word.